I've burnt out twice. So I think burnout's the opposite of flow state, right? If you want to pick an opposite, let's go to burnout, shall we? And I did it multiple times in my career. I didn't understand this in any days because guess what? I love what I do, and this is the danger. When you love what you do and you're passionate about what you do, and you just smash it and smash it and smash it and smash it because you're invincible, and certainly in your 20s and your 30s, you think you're invincible. I did too, and I just burned, and I didn't know. You don't feel burn coming, especially for the if you're burnt out because you're just being bashed by a narcissistic boss and it's horrible. Like that's a different burnout, right? But a lot of it is successful burnout, which is just pushing it too far. So after burning out, it took me twice to kind of wake up to understand what was going on, right? This is where my exploration into flow and everything started to emerge. And it was along that journey I wanted more flow, but actually too much flow is dangerous,
Right, but I
right?
wanna go back to that because you're glossing over this, you burned out twice. What happened? What are parts of that story? I don't we don't need to get all into all of the detail, but what's part of that story?
So burnout is, let's just be clear what burnout is, by the way. And if you go back to the Maslow inventory of burnout, burnout isn't just working hard. This is really important. So burnout is Google Maslach's burnout inventory. Good science behind this because burnout is a mixture of, yes, you're working lots of hours, but a values misalignment, not feeling rewarded accordingly, not being appreciated. There's a lot of triggers in the burnout. And what was happening, my first burn was in corporate and in management consulting. I was doing what I love to do. I'd risen the ladder to the ultimate pinnacle of what I wanted to do, which was management consulting. And if anyone's been in management consulting, that's burnout territory because you just in with the clients that you're just smashing and you're doing 90-hour weeks and you think it's good because guess what? You're loving it. You're firing. You enjoy your work. But actually when you're working with a client, and what the trigger was for me, I was working with a client who was an arsehole. Now there you go. Now there's a trigger because it was a values misalignment. Didn't know that at the time. But if I'm working with something, here's the thing: if you're working with something you love to do, the values are aligned, the people are aligned, you can work 90-hour weeks and not be burned out,
Yeah.
right? But you get an asshole client, um, suddenly, and you're working 90 hours for them, and you don't feel rewarded for that. And it was horrible, and I didn't understand it. It took me about 8 years post that to truly understand that experience.
Okay.
And it was like, and I left the management consultant as a result of it. And that's how I spun out. And that's when I created my own management consulting on the side. Cause I'm not doing that